Let's say we have a song that has different sections at different tempos. We'll create a click and we'll save it as verse. Let's say that the verse is 90 BPM. So I'll save those changes. And then let's say the chorus is double time. So I'll save this as chorus. And double 90 is 180. So we'll set that click to 180 BPM. Save our changes. And then let's say that there's an outro for this song. And the outro is a little bit slower than the verse. So the verse was 90, so we'll say the outro is 75. So this is going to be a strange song, but I'm just using it to demonstrate a feature. So let's go ahead and add the verse, chorus, and outro to a playlist. I'll tap the pencil icon, choose those three presets in order, click on Actions, add presets to playlist, and we'll call it Strange Song. And then we'll click Add to New Playlist. So now we have a playlist called Strange Song, which has a verse, a chorus, and an outro. So we need the playlist to auto-advance through these, so we will turn on auto-advance and play when advancing. And we also need to make sure that they will actually finish. This is currently set to loop, so let's click on the gear icon and say we'll have one repeat of this, one repeat of the chorus, and one repeat of the outro. So this is a 3-bar song with 3 tempo changes in it. Pretty strange, but you get the idea. So let's say we are playing this with our band. Okay, and they want to practice this 10 BPM slower. How are we going to do that? If we go 10 BPM slower than 90, click on this and we choose 80. If we went 10 BPM slower than 180, then that would no longer be double time, because double time of 80 is 160, so we'd have to go 20 BPM slower here. And then how does the 75 relate to the 90? If you wanted to change all of these tempos, you'd have to get a calculator out. So that's no good. So let's put it back to 90. If we turn on tempo lock, that's a problem because now all of the presets are going to be the same tempo, which isn't what we want. So what we need to do is change these by a percentage. Fortunately, PolyNome has this capability. If you tap and hold the play button and turn on tempo percentage, you'll see a new slider appears on the tempo controls. This slider, when it's at 100% of 75, the tempo will be 75 BPM. But if we bring this down, you can see what the calculated tempo will be. So 87% of 75 is 65 BPM. We click on a different row. 87% of 180 is 156 BPM. So if we make this so that it's going to be 160, so 89% of 180 is 160 BPM. And 89% of 90 is 80 BPM. So 80 to 160, that's double time. So with this percentage slider, you can change the speed of a song and all of the portions of the song will be changed in relation to each other. So that's a really useful thing to know. Finally, you can use the playlist controls. If you want a looping playlist with tempo changes, you can actually increase by a percentage rather than a BPM. So if we were choosing to increase by 10%, then when we play this, see we're at 100%, and then when it loops, it's jumped up to 110%, and when it loops again, it will jump up to 120%. So that's how you can use the tempo percentage slider in PolyNome.